Hello everyone and welcome to this pick a card reading. This reading is for looking into what energies are going to be greeting you this June. For those of you who have not done a pick a card reading before, what you're supposed to do is select from the piles which one you feel most drawn to. So I have these different dragons representing the piles here, and all you have to do is you can even pause the video and ask yourself, like, what energies are coming my way this June, and pick whichever dragon is calling out to you the most. It's okay to pick more than one, although I don't recommend picking all three, at least not don't make a habit of it. But you know, maybe all these energies are coming towards you. You might have a busy month. But I would try to pick the one that is calling out to you the most. So here we have this red dragon, the purple dragon, and the green dragon, and I will have timestamps in the description of this video. I will also have the names of all the decks I'm using. I'm only using 3 decks for this reading, but I will label them in the description of this video as well in case you are curious. So I'll let you pause the video and then I will begin by reading group 1. Alright, for those of you who chose the red dragon, group 1, we're going to be looking into what energies are coming your way this June. Alright, so we have 4 tarot cards here. I had them upside down. I'm not reading all 4 of them reversed, don't worry. Okay, so far we have some Wands energy happening. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the 3 of Wands, and we have the Emperor, and we have Death. So there's a lot of masculine energy already I'm seeing. Alright? I don't like to read them at once. I like to put them all together, so bear with me here. Alright. So we have Adapt to a New Situation with Saint Marie Lemaire. And we have Create, Activate Your DNA Beneath the Veil of Sophia. Okay. And then for your archetype card, we have the Caregiver. Okay. So I'm going to start with the tarot cards here. So that's what's jumping out to me, of course, because fire energy popping out. I think it matches very much the dragon you chose. Alright, so what we're seeing is, actually maybe I should read them in order. I did pull these out in the reverse order. Whoops! I need a larger setup, don't I? Okay. There we go, now they're in order. Alright, so we're starting off June, walking away from some old projects and starting anew. You have accomplished some things and you're ready to direct that energy from your previous accomplishments towards something new. That is something I'm seeing already, because these gulls are standing out to me. So you may even be traveling, you may go somewhere new. Same with this boat. And you now have the tools to do so. You have the tools and resources and the knowledge that you have gained to move forward. And you're going to be moving quickly, okay? You may even be moving impulsively. This could be someone that you're meeting who's also furthering that goal. Probably a young man. If not, then it's you, and you are riding pretty fast and pretty passionately towards your goals. And there's a lot of creative energy here, okay? And what's cool is you also have the Emperor. So I'm sensing that you really have your shit together here, and you're taking a stand and you are coming into your own power. You have a lot of confidence, especially if you're a man. You have a lot of confidence in yourself. You're really coming into a place of balanced and strong masculinity. You're strong but not aggressive. You know how to apply wisdom and logic and reason to things without sacrificing your passion and your your creativity, okay? And perhaps even sexual energy, all right? But what I love about this is it's really balancing this out. And it's preparing you for a really big change, because there's going to be a large shift in your life, okay? It may, with all the success, it may take you by surprise and smack you upside the head, basically, and be very overwhelming. But I promise, you know, this isn't the end of the world, okay? Death is a new beginning. And these cards over here are telling me it's certainly not the end of the world, okay? Yeah, this card's giving me some travel. You may be traveling with, you're either with children, or if you don't have children, you may be traveling with a professor or a boss or someone who you look up to, and together you're going to be learning a lot, okay? So again, I'm seeing like more travel. If you're someone who is traveling for business, there's going to be more opportunities on this trip, okay? The flamingos are telling me to tell you to look deeper, okay? There may be, so here we had all this masculine energy, all this, and this practicality here, but because flamingos find their food in the water, you may have to look within, and you might find that there's a lot of interesting creative tools there. Trusting your inner child. There is wisdom in your inner child. There's wisdom and playfulness. Sometimes we get wrapped up in the adult world and we dismiss all the things that gave us creativity to begin with, okay? So yeah, water is emotions, dreams. Flamingos are also pink. They're kind of ridiculous looking birds, all right? They're not afraid to be ridiculous, and they're majestic in their own way, all right? So even though this trip may be very business or whatever, don't forget to have fun, and there is value in having fun, and you may actually come back from this trip after having fun with better ideas for work, okay? Or school, or whatever it is. If you're not traveling, this could be an internal journey, okay? Yeah, here, for the spiritual people, this card is coming up, all right? This I feel is the feminine side of what we're doing here, okay? You're coming into your own power more spiritually, whereas the Emperor here is telling us about how you're coming into your power in the practical, mundane, physical world. Here is your emotional, spiritual, mental world, okay? This, it may be, even because the DNA strands here are telling me that some people are looking into their ancestry, and this is going to be very empowering for them, okay? I know a lot of us out there, because of the ugly side of history, may have lost our ancestry, and coming into that and finding some way to connect to that, especially spiritually, will be extremely powerful for those of us out there. And I feel like for those of us who are still in school, summertime, June, can be a time where you can kind of relax and get away from school and go deep and meditate and do this. Trying to look at anything else this card wants to tell me. Okay, so I'm drawn up here where she could either be pulling the hood on or off over her crown, okay? What that's telling me is some of you may be awakening some psychic gifts that you've had for a long time, and those of you who are focusing on that, you're going to be learning how to control them better, okay? So learning when you can shield and when you can let the shields down and really shine, and really, because this cloak is giving me this protective shield feeling, okay? Also, this in the background, it's not what I thought it was, but I keep seeing like a globe or like an earth in the background. That's making me think of the travel again. So those who are traveling, this could even occur while you're traveling. Okay. And the archetype we have is the caregiver. Okay, so for many of us, those of us in social work or medical jobs and things like that, this is the time to really let that part of you shine, and to not forget to take care of yourself, because we get into professions where we care so much for other people, and then we come home, we're exhausted, we're drained, and we can't care for ourselves, okay? So please remember to take care of yourself and to nurture yourself and to know your limits, all right? It's amazing, those of us who are like nurses or social workers or counselors or doctors, EMT volunteers, vet techs, veterinarians, those of us who do all this care work, okay, childcare, stay-at-home moms, etc. It's good to know your limits, okay, and it's okay to ask for help, all right? Those of us who don't apply to that, this is a time for nurturing yourself and others, okay? Think about, are you nurtured? Are you feeling nurtured and cared for? And if you are, then it's time to turn that outward and expand that to other people. If you're someone who is giving so much to other people, maybe check with yourself. Are you caring for yourself, okay? So overall, we got a pretty interesting month going on for you, red dragons, okay? We have creative energy, coming into your own power, dramatic shifts, possible travel, either internally or externally. Either way, we're moving on. A lot of people are graduating too. I'm forgetting that. A lot of you are graduating from some form of school, whether it be high school, college, whatever. Okay? Or have graduated and you're ready to move into, you know, a career. All right? So we're moving on from what, you know, big shifts happening. Moving on. Coming into our power, our creativity, bringing it into movement, okay? And we're taking care of ourselves, all right? Taking care of ourselves and each other, supporting each other. It's emotional, physical, spiritual, whatever, okay? Financial, even. All right. So that was a very general reading. Thank you for watching. I will, like I said, I'm leaving descriptions, leaving things in the description about the decks, and yeah, thank you. If you liked this video, please subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I make more videos. Thank you so much, group one. Those of you who picked Purple Dragon, we're going to be looking into what energies we're bringing in this June, okay? Alright, so we got a good variety of stuff going on. So we got swords, pentacles, cups, and a major arcana card here. Arise from the ashes of despair. That'll be interesting when we get to this, won't it? Okay, the ten of swords over here. Defend what is dear to you with Artemis here. Ooh. And then we have the Druid as your archetype card. Okay, interesting. Whoa. You got a lot going on here. Alright, so oof. Sorry, let me adjust. This month is starting out a little heavy. You're feeling a bit defeated. Maybe you felt betrayed by someone and you want you might want to you want karma to get them, basically. You want karma to get them because this something really hurt you. Yeah, you were drained, but honestly, it wasn't as bad as it seemed, okay? and there were people reaching out to you. You may not have noticed them at the time, but understand that you have to bring things back into balance, and you don't have to worry so much about everyone getting what they deserve or whatever. You might not see it, but their own actions will will have consequences for them. You don't have to see it to believe it. Just know that you are doing the right thing, okay? Focus on what you're doing, and because you have a lot of resources on hand. You may be juggling a lot actually right now. But you have things to share with others. You're building a sense of stability, either financially or emotionally, or in your value system. You're building up your sense of values, stability, comfort, okay? It's not complete right now. It is in the beginning stages, but you have progressed, okay? And this is, for those of you who started a new career, you're starting to get the hang of it. It's still a little clunky, still a little difficult, but you're getting the hang of it, all right? Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Like, you leave this behind, okay, and you focus more this way. You're gonna have a good time this June, all right? There's gonna be plenty of things to celebrate. You're gonna have friends around you, possible new lovers, like summer flings and whatnot. All around good feelings, prosperity, especially like emotionally. You may not be like at the top of your game financially, but you're doing okay. You're doing okay, and I think that like you'll have enough leisure time to spend with others, and that'll be really refreshing for you, because it feels like it's been a long time since you've done that. It feels like you may have been isolated before, okay? But now you're getting the opportunity to spend time with others and really enjoy yourself. Okay, this card is a little dark. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so we have a well here, or I'm not sure what that is, but we got a cup and we got a phoenix, we got a man, okay? So, like what we got here, you are coming out of this. You are coming out of this, you're literally rising from the ashes, okay? And there's a renewal. There's newness and even prosperity. There's already manifestations of what you want happening. You're gonna bring people closer to you. It may take a little more time than you think to meet new people, but it will happen. It's coming this month. So yeah, there's gonna be things arising out of the surface. You're gonna have realizations about the past that will make you think differently in the moving towards the future, okay? Yeah, because we're starting to focus on this gold cup standing out against this very dark and blue background, okay? Because there is abundance waiting for you, all right? Right here. Okay, so yeah, you started out very defensive, and you were very much in the right, okay? Whatever this conflict was. You were very much in the right, is what I'm getting. This is a very defending the innocent kind of thing, or at least you believed you were. And that's great. But also understand when the battle is not happening, okay? So maybe you had wasted that energy in the past on things that didn't matter as much, but as you move forward and as you gain more wisdom and experience, you're going to be better about using these defensive tools in more appropriate situations, okay? And you're going to know what your values are, okay? Your family, possibly. Those of you who are animal activists, those of you who are defending the environment, okay? So some of you from the other group may be here. There's an instinctual focus, okay? You're going to trust your gut, and it's going to be this very precise, pinpointed focus, okay? For those of you who are intuitive, you're going to really hone your skills down, and they're going to be very, you're going to learn how to direct them at, direct your abilities for specific purposes, okay? Okay. Just wanted to see if there's anything else coming off that. Alright, we have this Druid as your archetype for the month. To me, Druids are... well, what I think of the Typo Negative song Be My Druidess, honestly, with like June, the month of June, and even though the album's October Rust, I think of like a little bit like summertime, and I think of, you know, Be My Druidess. Okay, sorry. So I think there is celebration, okay? Mainly outdoors. You're going to be spending a lot of time outdoors, really basking in the beauty of summertime. You're going to feel connected to the world, connected to the earth. You're going to be having a good time, connected to other people. You're going to feel this sense of wisdom, okay? Both here and there. That's arising out of that. That's mainly, this is in nature is where you're going to be reflecting back on this, okay? And really learning how to do this. And you're going to be feeling this. You're going to be having a good time. Yeah, the full moon at the top here, this is telling me this is a very fulfilling position for you. This is, again, like an earth card. This is very strong earth energy. Feeling, this is going to solidify this a bit more. You're going to feel a bit more stable the more time you spend outdoors, okay? Also, your heart chakra is opening. That's what this, like, green is telling me. Your heart chakra will be more open. So you may invite love, okay? I'm not seeing it come in June, but it's opening up. It's preparing, okay? Possibly for July or the end of June. Yeah, so you got a crazy... you got some crazy shifting going around, alright? Know what your values are. That's the main thing I'm going to say. Know what your values are. Focus on the positives here and the goals you're building for yourself, and leave behind, you know, the victimhood, okay? You may have been in the right about this situation, but it's in the past. You don't need it, okay? It's okay to sit and feel in our feelings, but we don't want to dwell there. We don't want to dwell. We want to come out of that freaking hole, okay? Come out, rise, be great. You are great. I believe in you. Thank you so much, Purple Dragons, for watching. I will leave the names of each of these decks in the description in case you are interested. If you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when I come out with another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful and it resonated for you. Okay. Group 2 who picked the green dragon. We're going to look at what energies we're bringing in for June. Oh my god, I did this last time too, where I accidentally like flipped all the tarot cards. No, for this kind of reading, I'm not reading reverse cards, don't worry. All right? Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of swords, you guys. There's a lot going on with your thoughts, with words. Oh my. Communications, if you work in a job that has a lot of communication focus, like answering the phone or filing reports, things like that. Okay. I'm going to go in depth in a moment, just trust me, alright? I like to just flip all the cards over and see what themes I'm seeing. Okay, we have break free, regain your youth and fly. Okay, so we're tying in with the swords as well, because the swords are the element of air. And we have this bird, and this feels like almost like a little bit of a windy card. And we have shifts happen, stabilize your fields, your energy fields. Interesting, because air is very unstable. And then, whew, for our, we have some earth energy here at least. We have, for our archetype, the governor, okay? It's interesting because the last group had the emperor, so maybe this is a recurring theme, okay? All right. We got the 6 and 7 of swords. We got 2 6s here. So, I'm feeling like you have come a long way up into this month, and you're scared of losing things, okay? You're scared of losing what you've gained. And the truth is, you don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be afraid of sharing, okay? You've gained a lot of knowledge, and in hoarding this knowledge and in not sharing it and being anxious about it, you're actually starting to lose it because you're leaving things behind because you're not sharing, all right? Yeah, you've come a long way intellectually. You've learned, so for the people who may be graduating, you've learned a lot this past month. And now it's time to apply this knowledge, okay? It's time to apply this knowledge for the first, it may be the first time you apply real world knowledge to things, okay? Or this specific type of knowledge. Don't worry about it. Don't be so stingy with it. I know if you live in the United States, it's a very difficult political climate. So if you're someone who has a lot of knowledge in specific areas, there may be a lot of challenges to that knowledge. And you may not ever want to talk or have discourse with people. But I'm telling you, more people are more open than you think, okay? If you open up to people with a warm heart, and you do it in a creative, fun way, they'll be more receptive to it, okay? And with pure intentions, okay? Pure intentions. You have to, with the swords, we have to be careful with our words because words can hurt, words cut. Words are the vibrations in the air, and swords are very much about air, okay? So we have to be careful how we use this knowledge that has a lot of positivity behind it. But if we use it like a weapon, okay, other people might not want to interact with us. It's a little scary, right? So just be lighthearted. Lighthearted. Remember that though you may be very passionate about these things, others might not understand in the same way that you do. And so if you can make it fun, interesting, even like a joke, some people might be more receptive to that, okay? And that's what I'm getting from this guy. Clear communication, but isn't afraid to have a little bit of fun, all right? With the swords, it's easy to get like a little harsh, a little stuffy, and just like with any air, you need circulation. You need circulation, and you need, you know, little variety going on. All right, you can't be stuffed and stifled. Okay, especially those of you who may be air signs, you need movement going on. All right. So I'm getting from this too. Yeah, so those of you who've been lacking movement, she's in this like dark hole and there's this like opening, okay? You maybe have been in your own head. That's what swords fucking do, okay? It's time to get out of your own head and really just, even if it's literally going outside and just taking a deep breath, okay? You need to remember to expand your horizons a little bit, talk to people a little bit outside of your regular circle. I know it's easy to get comfortable with particular people, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's always nice to meet new folks, have new experiences, okay? And you usually don't have to go very far to have new experiences. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I have to travel, I have to do something. There's nothing to do. There's always something to do, alright? If you find a park or a library, something, a new book to read. All the swords will really love books, okay? Yeah, okay. From this, I'm getting a sense that a lot of you are worried about climate change, and that is a valid fear. That is a valid fear, okay? I wish I knew what to say, like, what we could do about that, but there's always something you can research, alright? There's always something you can research about the little things you can raise awareness about and get voters informed, alright? There's also this cup down here. I don't know if you can see it. This cup down here. That's telling me a lot of people are indulging in things to cope with the stress they may have from over here. Or even just worrying about climate change or other issues in life, like in your life. It doesn't have to be about that. I don't know if I can even say this without getting demonetized. I mean, I already swore, didn't I? So some people may be struggling with alcohol abuse. Take it slow, okay? I know it's really tempting to indulge in distractions. And every once in a while, there's no harm in it, but be very careful, okay, about substance abuse. And if you, some of you who may be struggling may need to detox and seek help. Okay, that's what this heart here is telling me. And this like guardian person here. What is that supposed to be? God? I don't believe in one God, so. But those of you who do, maybe that's God, okay? Yeah. It may not be alcohol for some of you. It could be TV, it could be YouTube videos. It could be spending money, it could be smoking. You know, I'm guilty. So, I know quitting cold turkey is very, very difficult to do on your own. I highly stress just reducing if you can, okay? Do what you can. And harm reduction is something I always advocate for. I never tell anyone what to do, but I believe in harm reduction. So those of you struggling with that. Others, it may not be specific substance abuse. It could be really wallowing in some deep emotions and struggling with particularly mental health is what I'm getting, connecting that back. Depression specifically, possibly anxiety. Again, don't be afraid to reach out for help, because it's hard to stabilize these things on our own, okay? And even if you can't afford a counselor, there are things out there like BetterHelp, and hopefully you have some good friends. I promise you have someone in your life that cares about you, alright? Alright. We got the governor here. This is my first impression. This is connecting back to some of the politics that I brought up here. I usually don't try to make my readings political, but mostly because I have very strong political beliefs and I don't want to throw people off. But some of the politics I was sensing in here could be coming back to the governor. So maybe you're someone who actually wants to run for office and make a difference. That's a very literal interpretation of this, but that's something that I thought I should mention. Others of you are concerned about politics, and you are okay. concerned about voting one way or another. I don't want to be too specific, okay? This is meant to be fun. This is meant to be fun. Others who are not so politically minded, this is, yeah, I'm feeling a sense of like rigidity in your life, okay? And it may be time to relax a little bit. You have a firm grip. You have a very firm grip on what's going on in your life, in the world, okay? And ease up a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Break free, okay? Break free, have fun. That doesn't make you less intelligent or less credible. You have all the same skills. But it's okay. It's okay to celebrate. And that's essential to taking care of yourself and balancing yourself again, okay? You can't do this without enjoying your life. Honestly. You don't want to enjoy it too much. Okay, some of you are indulging a lot. And there's ways to enjoy your life without constantly partying. There's nothing wrong with partying. I know it's summer. We're all excited. Okay. Yeah. Green Dragon. You guys, I think it's just a matter of stabilizing, knowing how to balance fun and practical work, okay? You're a very intelligent bunch, alright? That's, anytime I see swords, it's usually because these people are super smart, and that can actually alienate you from other people, because like your words come out very clear and sharp, and some people don't know how to take that. So if you ease up and you show your little humorous side, people are going to be more receptive to what you have to say, okay? Wow, that was a little heavier than I thought it was going to be, but I hope this was helpful. This is just the month of June. You guys, it may be a little rough, but I think you guys are tough, this group. So, I'm rooting for you, okay? Thank you for watching, and of course, I will leave the decks that I'm using in the description, and if you would like to see more videos from me, go ahead, click subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I come out with a new video. Alright, everyone have a wonderful, fantastic June. Thank you so much for watching.